So please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for alerts. Going beyond evidential mediumship. So evidential mediumship is obviously giving evidence of loved one. Now, if I start with that, that can be done without spirit actually being that close. So if you can describe what they look like and you're getting out the third eye, they're actually outside your, they might be in your aura, but they're not right with you. When they're right with you, you'll pick up more of their character. You'll be able to see what they look like, and you won't necessarily be hearing things shouted out. You'll know when they're there, and it's a bit like where some of you might have noticed you glance to the right or you move differently and another spirit will arrive. That's when they're really close to you. Whereas if they're in your aura, you might have 4 or 5 of them there and you can kind of see them all. And you'll be dropping evidence, yes, and it can be taken, but you don't really get the conversation out of the spirit of what they're actually there to give guidance or how they want to help. Again, you can actually get some evidential mediumship by not being a medium at all. So a psychic, for instance, can read certain information out of your energy and be about a loved one, and it might be something that you've got. So if you're wearing a ring or something, they might be able to tell you about that ring purely from psychically from looking at you and the energy and picking up that energy is to do with a mother or a grandmother. Okay, so it's sometimes hard to tell when it's just evidential, whether it's actually psychic, if you know it. So it's best sometimes if information can come that you actually don't know, you have to go and check. Or you get guidance about something that's going to happen, then it happens. That's going beyond the evidential mediumship. So that's not using, sometimes, like a couple of you that are on there, it might be something coming in the future that hasn't actually been read or told by divination, by cards. It's loved ones have come and said, boom, 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 and then it's passed on. Now, it want to be all together from loved ones. So going beyond mediumship can be letting the loved ones come close, where you can pick up their character, and that's also evidential. When they say, yeah, that's just like that's exactly what my dad had said, or that's exactly what Arthur would have said, that's how he's moving, and you might get about how they felt, or their illness, or some of the things they suffered with before they passed, not on the deathbed, but they had a walking stick, and I could feel the left hand side of my body. It might have been a stroke or something like that. That's going beyond the evidence of just giving items or things like that. It's still evidence, but it's going beyond the normal evidence. So evidential could be when you say, yeah, I've got a gentleman here, he's in the military, he's got a medal, it would have been colour sergeant, his hair is black, I can see he's got blue eyes, he's given me the name Claire, and his initial is J, possibly John. Someone goes, yeah, that's for me. Well, there's evidence, okay, I'll just, he's wanting to say he loves you, I'll leave his love with you. Well, yeah, there's evidence, like, might have been a bit vague and could have fitted with a few people, but has passed on. Going beyond would be, right, now I've got him with me. Could be spirit portrait, that's going beyond, but there's many different things that are going beyond. But in addition to that, it's about giving the guidance. What do they really want to say or help them with, or tell them what's coming, or how they're proud of them, and maybe they want to look at this in their life or that in their life, and that'll come across in their character. How also, going beyond evidential mediumship could be bringing in higher energies, not a loved one. So, tuning into an ascended master, that then might provide them information. And some cultures would want you to do that more than actually a loved one sometimes. So, as Sikhs, for instance, would probably want their elders, could be family, but normally it could be something to do with their temple or the church, or an ascended master that to come through. But we can actually bring those kind of energies through and give the guidance, even if they don't believe in the ascended master or those higher energies, by delivering the message anyway from there. It's going to be more accurate than it is from a loved one. So they've got a higher perspective of wisdom. So say you come across someone that's actually on a development path, that's where it's more likely to happen. On a development path, well, then sometimes I will say, right, I'm getting this from my guides now. Well, yes, it could be an ascended master, but I'm not telling him whether it is, or it's my guides. It doesn't make a difference, but they won't necessarily understand if I'd have a 20-minute conversation if I said it was an ascended master or higher energy, I was getting it from the angelic realm. Yeah, if they're further along on their path, I'd be told to perhaps say that. But if it were at the beginning and it didn't make any sense to me, I'd just say, I'm getting this from my guides now, not from your loved ones. They're telling me, and really you have got an ability and you're hearing things and you're seeing things. Well, and that's coming from a higher realm that obviously are working with them as well. So that addition is going beyond evidential mediumship. And sometimes that going beyond evidential mediumship, like the higher energies, we can actually connect to easier sometimes before we're actually able to get the loved ones fully. So there's no problem with that. Because the guidance will come heavily. But we can be aware of it and kind of ask for it and give it our purpose for it to come that way. But when it is the higher energies, if we were doing it like that, it will flow. It's like you won't have time to write it down and then kind of repeat it. It'll come and but the funny thing is, I know all of you have done that. It flows. You don't even try and write it down, and it comes sentence after sentence after sentence after sentence. He doesn't know what to say. That could be about how to stop arguing with themselves, with their mind and their heart, and internal turmoil, or about a path forward. Have you looked at this? Have you looked at that? And you could develop in this way, develop in that way. That is where you've got getting a higher connection. If that's coming in, you wouldn't necessarily be reading that cyclically. That's come where another energy is coming around you. Some regards, it doesn't matter what energy it is as long as it's higher energy. So that's going beyond evidential mediumship. So what do any of you like to ask?
So it's more than like when like on the development on a Tuesday, like I currently get, it's like say snippets. So it's more of a puzzle, but you'll be able to put the puzzle together quicker because you'll been given more information. Is that right?
You won't necessarily have it as a puzzle when it's coming from higher energies. It'll just be there in more a claircognizance way, where it's just knowing. And it'll come. You can ask for those connections. So if someone was developing, for instance, or they're meant to be, I would typically, I don't do it now, it kind of just happens. But I've got all the energies around me all the time. But in the past, I was just thinking back, I would have asked, Colin, okay, Michael, come on, whatever, or call on guides. So perhaps I'd just call on my guides to pass the information that way, because I knew it would come through a lot clearer. So I asked my guides to come closer. Sometimes I just get the information, I know it's from higher energy, and then at the end I'll say, you might want to connect with Kelly May, or you might want to connect with Mother Mary, or Jesus, to some, but that would be one that's on a path, otherwise a lot of people just think you're absolutely crazy.
So like that, when I was in meditation last night and I said to you about Elijah, I could necessarily call on him to channel.
I think it's not a permanent guide, I think that's an ascended energy that's working with you. And it doesn't mean that they won't be with you kind of forever. So Jesus is one that Archangel Michael, Jesus, Commander Ashtar, they're off, like more often than not, they're around me. Or they pop in without me asking, and I just get them. But there's other, but it can vary. But Jesus always notices when I'm getting into bed, I've got very little clothes on. He approaches me.
Okay.
But yes, but you're one of the reasons I was talking about it tonight, because you were doing it yesterday with higher energy.
It was just coming. It was just like bang, bang, bang.
By doing that, I can also explain then the evidential side. We can also bring them closer. Okay, and that's when that can flow better. But sometimes it's better to get the higher energies in order to do that and realise, okay, because they can automatically come closer without much work. Sometimes we have to work on it with the loved ones coming closer. And some with the loved ones, we can't judge ourselves for the reading. Some of them will be stronger than others coming and giving information and talking.
It's very much of a story, isn't
it's more
it?
difficult. We can get the guidance from higher up. So some spirits, doesn't matter how long they've been in spirit, they might come forward and they'll give it all in clairaudience and clairvoyance. And my preferred is claircognizance, them coming through and it's just knowing. Taking them that close, it can just flow. So what did you ask there, Bria?
It's very much like a story. You're telling a story as well, like, but a few chapters missed out.
It can be from like a past, as if you've had a conversation that you've had that you've never really had, that you're picking back up from your mind. Yeah. So some of it can be the past as well, where they're giving memories of doing things. But I said it's less of a story when they're talking about them than the person going forward. He'll
Yeah.
come forward.
New chapter.
They'll often, you'll know when they're close because you'll feel like talking I instead of, so as if you're that person. So when the spirit's really, really close, you'll start as if you're wanting to say, you might be able to control it still and go, they're saying, but I'd like you to know, well, it's not I, they're just going very
Okay.
close. So sometimes I'll have to say that.
Okay.
But that's where they literally will be, they'll be communicating clearly. So the spirits will come and dart backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. They're like that one with Grace last night that was,
Yeah.
I knew something was going on to start and I had to try and work it out. And then he was there by my side and started talking more like the I.
Yeah. Does it feel like I feel when I get them, I see the vision and then I can hear it. But does it feel like they're like literally next to you? That's what it feels like.
When you're hearing and getting the vision, they're normally, like I said, that's normally when they're by me or next to me. Once I'm getting the claircognizance, it's almost like they've joined me. I don't want to say in me, but like they've joined me. So I've become one with it, if that makes any sense. And so
Yeah.
when they've joined completely, they could be by my heart or my side plate. So normally, because I'll get up, my voice will change first, slightly, and I might ask them to step. So when I hear me saying step back, right,
Yeah,
with me,
too
sometimes
much.
they can come inside, they're with me, but I don't want them two with me. So I was just getting towards the trance.
I've had that because I struggle to breathe.
Allow it, because you will still be able to breathe. That's
Okay.
one thing the body won't give over to a spirit, is the breathing. But then we can panic when it happens. Then we focus on the breath rather than, so our mind comes back. But just allowing it. It's not, they'll be by your voice box. And that can be actually a good sign for you to know them. Okay, now I can repeat everything and I know it's going to be accurate because they're right with me.
Right.
So I might adapt what I was about to do actually from what you've just said there so you can feel the difference. But I was going to let you feel some higher energies, talk you into talking energies around you so that you can feel.
Okay.
Picture this rainbow over you in a full circle. Covering you in all the colours. As you breathe, this rainbow bubble breathes with you. Make it big enough so other energies can join you. And you know it's big enough to sit for a moment and feel your energy now when nothing's with you. Spend a minute just being aware of how each part of your body feels. Your legs, torso, your arms, your head, and all around you. Just being aware. Begin to notice then how you feel as you invite your guide or guides to go and step into the bubble with you. You might be aware of a tingling. You might get a sensation on a body part. You might start to see light in your third eye. It may feel quite normal, more normal than it did with you being alone. Which tells you your guides are always with you. So it may have only been a very small change. If need be, ask your guide to step back so you can feel your own energy once more. Then ask them to step forward again so you can feel them close. Or just enjoy them by your side for a moment. Next, we're going to introduce a spirit, one that you don't know. It's not to read energy from them or to get information, it's to feel what it's like having that spirit by the edge of your energy, that bubble rainbow, and then moving them closer to you as you call them close, which I will talk through with you. So Rhea, Anna is going to come towards you, and Amelia, Ed is going to come towards you. And I'm asking them to go into the edge of your energy now. You might feel a difference in temperature or warmth or a coolness. You might feel a sensation on the body. I'm going to ask them to come close to you. Closer and closer. I want them to join you. So allow them to join you. You'll notice a sensation on the body, perhaps around the throat, may in addition behind your solar plex. A tingle on the face, or a different part of the body, like a cobweb. As you're not looking for any information, you now found something will actually dropped to you. So told it, you'll remember it when you're back. You ask them to step away, step closer again. If need be. Ask them to come really close with the intention so they can communicate through the claircognizance and note how it feels. And when you're ready, ask them to step back. Just thank them, ask them to step back and note your own body again, how it feels. We're going to get a higher energy now. Ask Melchizedek to come towards you, Rhea. And Mother Mary towards Amelia. Just call them in close. Feel their energy. Have asked them to give the energy as a general energy, rather than specific, how it would feel with ascended masters. Feel the difference, the heightened energy. And they'll come straight close to you, joining you. How you feel? Tingling around the forehead and the nose. Where else do you feel it? What does it feel like? Does the colour still remain the same? I'd like you to be aware. Just note without opening your eyes that you've both changed your head position to be looking more up, as if you're looking to a higher realm. That is how you connect with them on your own choice. So be aware, if it does that, you're coming in with a higher energy. It's normally about 12 o'clock mark, which both of you are doing. Ask them to step back and then step forward once more to notice the energy as they join. This time, Melchizedek's going to join with Sanjaman. Two of them for you here. And Mother Mary is going to join. Joan of Arc. Its energy will be heightened, showing that you can manage more than one energy at the same time. You'll be aware they're like separate, but one within you, by you. Much higher, refined vibration. So note how your body feels. And you can ask them to step back. Note how your body returns to just being you, or you and your guides. Take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. As we ask the angelic realm, the archangels, to come towards you. So whichever archangel suits best, they will come. Call them in. Notice how they join you through the bubble. What it feels like on your body. It's likely to be a whoosh energy straight to you. If you're struggling at all, lift your head to about the 11 o'clock mark and look up, or the 1 o'clock mark. They'll normally arrive through either of those channels. So they can give access to the next level, in case you can't reach it yourselves. Asking the archangels to bring a galactic energy of the divine straight down to you. Slightly to raise your heartbeat. You may feel a tiny bit sick with it, just ask them to step back. If you do, you won't be able to reach that energy ultimately. And with that galactic energy, if you've still got it with you, then it raises in vibration. It'll lift. The last lift of light. Feel the energy, the high pitched noise getting higher. They'll only take you as high as they can go. Feel how your body feels. Only be around the head now, and not the whole torso, legs. And allow the lift to gently return you to here and now. They'll step back. The archangel will step back. Your guides will step forward in order to facilitate bringing you back to here and now without being too scattered. That is a good exercise. Practice at least a couple of times a week to build your energies. You notice you're now sitting in your power, which is open for spirit to come and use. So please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for alerts.